Welcome to my Pyramid Plunder guide for level 3 skillers. This is a very viable method for skillers to train thieving, and it's a lot less click intensive than your normal pickpocketing methods. So I really hope you guys learn something and enjoy this video. To gain access to Pyramid Plunder, you need a requirement of 21 thieving. However, it is highly recommended to have at least 71, as your experience per hour will dramatically change once you reach 71. You could teleport directly to Pyramid Plunder utilizing the Pharaoh Scepter. However, this does cost 6.7 mil GP currently, and those prices can change, so just keep that in mind depending on when you are watching the video. I do believe you could teleport directly to Pyramid Plunder with this, even without the required quest that you need to actually gain access to the city. However, if I am wrong, please correct me down below, and I will leave a little note on screen for future viewers. For the unfortunate running to Pyramid Plunder, you will have to begin the quest Icthlorin's Little Helper, which requires a kitten or a cat to actually start it. You only need to do about a minute of the quest before you gain access to the city. You can complete this quest to make your trips a little bit faster, as it unlocks an additional carpet ride to the city. However, keep in mind you will have to defeat some pretty difficult bosses, and it's very difficult as a level 3 to do. You could also attempt to do the contact quest for bank access right next to Pyramid Plunder, but please keep in mind the contact quest gives you a combat experience lamp reward. I do not know if you could destroy this lamp to prevent gaining combat experience. If you wish to test this out on your own risk, you may do so. However, I have not tested this. I'm just giving you this information because it could be possible. Just nobody's ever actually attempted to destroy the lamp that I can find. It would probably just be easier to teleport out with a dueling ring or some form of teleportation. As far as your gear setup goes, you're going to want to have full graceful. I find myself with full graceful and 83 agility that I don't ever run out of energy while doing Pyramid Plunder. However, if you do not have full graceful or lower agility, then it's probably recommended to bring a few stamina potions with you. I also bring a regen bracelet, as this regenerates 2 hit points rather than 1, so it just saves you some extra food pieces that you don't need to bring. And then I bring a teleport to get back to the bank quickly because I have not completed the quest contact. As far as your inventory goes, if you don't have the full graceful or high agility, you might want to replace some of these cakes with stamina potions. But like I said, I don't find myself running out of energy with full graceful. You're going to want to bring your Pharaoh Scepter if you can afford it, and then your super anti-poisons or your antidotes plus, whichever one you decided to go with. And then I also have cakes, as this is probably the best food source for a level 3 skiller, and it's relatively cheap. If you do not have the Pharaoh Scepter, you're going to have to run either from the duel arena using a Ring of Dueling or Al-Kharid using an Amulet of Glory. Make your way down to the Shanty Pass here. Hop onto the carpet for 200 coins and travel to Palvanich. If you have completed the Icthlorin's Little Helper quest, I probably butchered that, but if you did complete that quest, you are able to utilize this carpet south of Palvanich. So you just run from here to the southern carpet ride and then go straight to Sluffin here, which is where Pyramid Plunder is. If you did not complete that quest and you only started the quest, you're going to have to run from this carpet down here over the bridge, and then you're going to have to go to the cave entrance that you went through when you started the Icthlorin's Little Helper. And then once you go into the cave, you'll wind up in the city. And then from there, you can get to Pyramid Plunder. Inside Pyramid Plunder, there are 8 different rooms that you can run through. Each room has a thieving requirement, as you can see on the left-hand side. You want to thieve from the 2 highest rooms that you have access to. So if you have 81 thieving, for instance, you will want to thieve from rooms 6 and 7. And rooms 1 through 5, you will be skipping directly through those. Also, when you are thieving inside Pyramid Plunder, do not touch the sarcophagus. That is the mummy tomb located right here, as this does give you strength experience if you open it. So you want to avoid these throughout the entire time you are in Pyramid Plunder. Here's an experience rate chart that you can look over to kind of get an idea of what type of experience you're going to get here per hour. As you can see, the higher thieving you have, the more dramatic your experience per hour is, which is why I highly recommended at least 71 before coming here. Pyramid Plunder is located right here within the city. It has 4 different entrances. You will have to guess which entrance the Guardian Mummy is located in. He is who you speak to start the minigame. He changes rooms periodically, so you'll just have to find wherever he's located before you can start the minigame. To start off, every single room begins with a spear trap, so just click on the wall to pass through the spear trap. You have 5 total minutes to get through the entire pyramid, otherwise you will get kicked out. To proceed to the next room, there are 4 tomb doors on the wall. You have to guess which tomb door it is by picklocking it and attempting to go through it. If your character does not go through it, just keep trying until your character goes through one of the doors and you will proceed into the next room. Keep in mind that if there are other players and you see them go through the door, you will be able to go through that same exact door, so just follow other players if you have the chance to save some extra time. Also, if you wish to receive a 1 in 1,000 chance of receiving a Pharaoh's Scepter, you could thieve from the golden chest in the center. However, just keep in mind, if you do this, you have the potential of spawning a Scarab Swarm, which does deal quite a bit of damage pretty fast. And if you're trying to get through a tomb door, you cannot eat for a couple of ticks, so the damage will stack up, as you can see. So just keep that in mind, that this is a little bit dangerous. However, you can out-eat it, and you could get lucky, get through the tomb door. I don't think I've ever died from a scarab before, but just keep in mind that you have the potential of dying. With that in mind, deaths are safe. So as you can see, I died right here. You can come back and pick up your items. So if you do die, you just teleport back and then you can retrieve your items. So once you've made it to your second highest room, do not pick the golden chest like I did there until the end, just in case you do spawn a scarab. You don't want to run around that thing attacking you. You're going to want to search every urn in this room as well as the next room. They do pop out snakes that do poison you, which is why you have your anti-poisons. You can search for the snakes to increase the chances of thieving from the urn. However, it's just way faster just to search the urn and then completely skip that step. So just go around pickpocketing every single urn within the room. Keep in mind and keep an eye on the time up top, as you want to save plenty of time for your final room, as you do get more experience in that room than this one. So if you're running low on time, then you might just want to skip a couple of the urns inside the room and go to your highest tier room instead. But you thieve from this room and then the next room. And then you make it to your final room. You just do the same thing, search all the urns. Search all the urns before you search the golden chest, again, as I mentioned before. And avoid the tombs, those give you strength experience. Other than that, that is how you complete a Pyramid Plunder run. Once you have completely searched all the urns, you can either wait out the timer up top, or you could exit through the white doors inside the room and then just repeat the process. Also, you could recharge your Pharaoh Scepter utilizing the artifacts that you obtained during the minigame by talking to the Guardian Mummy at the start. You need either 6 gold artifacts or 12 stone artifacts, whichever one you choose. Anyways, guys, that will be the completion of this tutorial. If you guys found this guide helpful, please show your support by liking the video and subscribing to the channel for future content. Thanks again, guys. See you next time.